Well, I've returned home, and I returned home faster than expected. I thought I was going to be in there all weekend, and I got the message that I could come home by 6 o'clock last night from the neurologist, and I was really happy about that. Told everybody, and then I got another call that I could leave at 2 o'clock. I couldn't believe my luck. I was over the moon, exhausted, but over the moon. Ferdy came, picked me up, took me home. He had to rush around a lot to get things done to get me home, and it tired him out, and I felt guilty about that. But yeah, that's my problem, and it's down to me to suck it up for that. As I was leaving the hospital, it sunk in. This is real. It may not seem like it, but when you are in hospital and it doesn't seem real, it doesn't seem like this is really happening. But as soon as you walk out the door and back to your own life, then it sinks in like nothing on this earth. And it took a lot of getting my head around, and I had a tough time of it yesterday. But I didn't. No point complaining. No point complaining about it, because it is what it is, and it doesn't get any easier. It's still hard. I know that my face looks dropped, especially even more now that the clip of my beard down. You can see it, so I might keep it down a bit longer, just so I can see what's happening. Last night, I was talking with my sister and my niece, and I don't think I've given them as much credit as they deserve. They've been. You expect family to rally around and support you where we can, but you don't necessarily give them the credit that's owed to them, and I do owe them. I'm fully aware of how they have helped me, and they didn't have to, but they have. Ferdy has been. Ferdy is wonderful, yeah, and I owe him everything. Last night, I got to the point of word spaghetti. I was that exhausted. There's stringing a sentence together. I couldn't even do it. It was pathetic. But I kept on going with things and just did what I did to get by. Eating was a challenge. I felt like a 5-year-old. It was all over my face. It was like a mad woman's shit. It was it was not pretty, but I did it. I managed dinner, and then when I went to bed, I've got a block downs of all fucking things, and the joke of that is that I couldn't breathe properly, and that's brought back. I had a complete meltdown with that and got up in the night. I went downstairs to the living room shaking because that's how it started. I couldn't breathe because my tongue was in the back of my throat because it was blocking off my M, and I thought it was a sinus infection. Obviously it's not. And it really freaked me out. I couldn't get back to sleep for a good long time. Walked around the garden, went back to bed. I couldn't, just went into the spare room, and it happened again. So I just thought, screw it, at about 3-4 o'clock this morning, and I just got up. But I've done, rather than whine about it, well, okay, I'm whining now. I have done something to clear my sinuses out, and hopefully it won't happen again. I've done my exercises this morning. I can write my name in block letters, and it may not seem like much of a win, but believe me, it is. And I've done my speech exercises, and they are exhausting. You end up until you have to think for every word, for every letter, for every mouth movement. You do not know the energy it takes to relearn, but it's coming along. I'm sticking with it every day, and every day after I've done my exercises, I will make a video about it. Right, that's done for now.